Here's a quick tutorial on how to make your sounding rocket in RP-1, just in general really. You first need avionics. Make sure you put a cyan score. Let's go with a smooth cone to have it be at the front. If you want to put a payload on top, you can go with a cylinder. It doesn't need to be this big. Let's go with 300 millimeters for the diameter. At the start, your sounding rockets, they are going to be quite small. The first ROB has not a lot of burn time. It can't burn a lot of fuel. So if you go with more than 300 millimeters, your rockets are going to be quite wide, or quite short rather, and you need a good enough aspect ratio on the rocket, else it's gonna not fly very well. We're gonna go with the ROB for this rocket. You could use the Soviet U-1250 or the other various upgrades of the U-1250 or the ROB. If you go with higher tech, this all becomes a lot easier. You can go with the Zazor 2, the AJ-1027, but these are all unlocked with later techs. If you're doing suborbital research program, you'll find that you are required to launch things like the biocapsules or other payloads to altitude. You'll need those upgrades eventually, but this is a very upgradable design. You just upgrade the engine. You might need to upgrade the diameter, you might need to change the length, but this is all fine. If you need to change the launch complex on which you launch, that's also fine, or you could make it just bigger from the very start. Let's see, this thing needs a launch clamp, else it can't launch. And make sure you need high pressure tanks, else it won't fly. Our burn time on our ROB is 47 seconds rated. You can go 5 seconds over, you can go 10 seconds over, it's all fine. Just don't go half a minute over, that's gonna fail probably. So we can go a little bit more. This is 54 seconds, this is fine. This is short of 2 kilometers per second. This is not gonna make the Kármán line. This thing needs boosters. What it also needs is fins. And what it also doesn't really need, but perhaps wants, is a mount. So let's go with the XL shroud. This shields the engine a little bit, makes it a little bit nicer to look at. If you make the shroud longer so that it covers the engine, it's a really nice way to deal with using this type of design as a second stage on top of something else. You need fins because this thing is not aerodynamically stable. It doesn't have control, and the fins make sure that it is aerodynamically stable. In order to change the setting of the fins, you press J, and let's go with a nice little wing. So let's go with these values. You can copy these, it doesn't really matter. Let's go with 4 fins so that it stays nice and stable. If you look at your rocket, you can check the center of mass and aerodynamic overlay. Make sure the center of mass is above the center of drag. These fins are a little bit too big. It doesn't really matter for this purpose. This is going to be fine. This is not going to hit the Kármán line. You see, 1754, we lost a lot of delta V from these things. Maybe they are too big. You can go make them a little bit smaller. So how do we get this delta V then so that we do make the Kármán line? Well, what we need is boosters, not this big. Make sure you use the modular booster tanks. These have a decoupler in them, which is really nice. It's a lot nicer than the side decouplers that you would usually expect. So we have 4 boosters now, and what we can do is we can move the fins down a little bit and make sure you toggle the snap so that it doesn't that it sticks to the rocket. Now they are not attached anymore. Control Z. So what we do is we drag them down a little bit so that they are at the bottom. There we go. And let's put our boosters. Snap back on. Let's fix our staging. You want to light the engine first, and then the solids can ignite. So now this is almost 2 kilometers per second. This might not be enough, but the beauty of this design is that you can just add more. You can just add more. Let's go with something like this. Oh, once it snaps, no, it is gonna. Oh, the fins are gonna get in the way. Oh, that's unfortunate. You can go with a different amount of fins, or you can just to see with 4. Let's go with 4. This should fly well enough. Staging is fine. Let's simulate a couple hours in the future. Maybe it's day, so we can see something. And this will fly reasonably well. You could change the solids, you could change the engines. Something that you'll need to do is module disabling does not kill throttle. This setting is important. It's in settings in your Mac tab. The ascent settings, this is unguided, so this all doesn't matter. You can just engage the autopilot, press spacebar, and it will normally fly. It will automatically do your staging. If it doesn't do your staging, you need to go to your ascent settings. But it's unlikely that it won't just auto stage. You could time warp. Let's go twice as fast, because it's not a very complex rocket. It has like 7 parts, so PC should be fine. And the idea here is to hit the Kármán line. Later on, you'll want to also return something. If you need to return something, you need to attach a decoupler between the avionics and the fuel tank. You need to put a parachute on it, and what you'll probably need to do is add more boosters. We have 4 now, and yeah, you'll need more to hit the 140 kilometers altitude and have the extra payload. Let's see, we want to see how high we are going. Service info, orbit info. Let's see, our periapse is the center of the Earth. This one, right, 100.3 kilometers altitude. So this one barely made the Kármán line. This is with 4 rockets. What you can do to improve this is you can put more boosters on it. You could make it more aerodynamic, right? This is quite a stubby nose. What you can do is you can have the avionics be a cylinder, and then you can put another fuel tank on top. There's a lot of things to improve here. The fins are probably too big, maybe too heavy. You can lower the density on this. You could increase the burn time on the B. There's a lot of things to improve this, but yeah, this one it made it so it's good enough. The easiest way, of course, just put 6 boosters on it instead of 4, and this one will do perfectly fine. This is how you make a sounding rocket.